WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is 8:20 this morning. In studio with me, you're listening to Ari. In studio with me is Christal and Doc Thompson. And Christal, you wanted to...
Before we get into this morning's topic, we're going to talk about disabled woman claims she was attacked by a child from a social media post. So there is a teenage girl who has been missing since Thursday, the 4th of April, 2024. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So this Monday, 4 days, she has not returned to her parents' home. Taraji Alexis. I repeat it. Seems a secondary school student. For any information that can help us to find her, please contact. This is coming from the post that's been on social media for the past 4 days. 530-3416. 530-3416 or 454-2013. Quite a number of people have been sharing it online. I think I saw it on Asbert's page. So if you want reference in terms of photograph, should I like pop it up there too?
Yeah.
If you want a reference, then it's there. I think we should put it on our social media platform.
It's been definitely making the rounds. And my only contribution to that, Crystal, is I think it's very unfortunate that something like that has been making the rounds as long as it has. And no one has come forward and said that they have seen the child. Where's the child?
Actually,
unless the child has actually been kidnapped, something is wrong here. But
I mean, there are more details than I don't think I should be the one to share it. So hopefully we can get parent or parents to speak on it and say exactly what's going on at this time. But let me get her name again. If you are listening to me, Taraji Alexis, you see how things go sometimes. If you know who she is, if she is with you, whatever circumstance, you have seen her, report it to the police if you didn't remember the number. If you know anything at all, if you are a parent and you know something and you're not saying anything, you're just as bad. Okay.
Now, speaking about parents, students, and doing something bad, there's a lady 3 days ago, which will be Friday, by the Facebook name Flower Rose, made a post. Now, I'm going to go into the post because it's not that long. She said, I am highly frustrated and traumatized because of an incident that took place sometime after 12 this afternoon. I was at the Bel Air clinic where my little sister accompanied me to do my regular pregnancy check. After leaving the clinic, I was at the roadside waiting for a van, and there was a group of girls who came from the Bel Air Government School, secondary school, and began to mock me because I was signing to my sister. Please note, I am hearing and speech impaired. One of the girls began to use obscene language and began to call us retarded and ugly. A lady there told us to go and make a complaint about the matter. We met a teacher by the road and she told us to go to the principal. Upon entering the school compound, my sister met the principal and I stayed back. My sister was explaining to the principal, but she was told that she can't do anything about that using obscene language. I was ready to go home because my foot was swollen, so I went to get my sister for us to leave. Upon entering, I saw my sister speaking with a lady and I walked toward my sister and held onto her hand and signed for us to go. But she told me to wait. I was behind them and one of the little girls who was out by the road previously was present and she spat in my face. So I fanned her off. This is because I can't speak. So that was my way of telling her not to do it. All I could feel is one hard thump in my back, and the little girl hit me in my belly with the computer that they had. My sister came and was trying to take us apart, and the principal bit my sister on her hand. We proceeded to leave the school to get a van to Arnottsville. My sister left the bus stop to get some credit. While I was there, I saw a silver car which was a woman who we are going to the same clinic with. She went about to roll up her sleeve and was looking for me and my sister. I saw before she saw me, and I went to the supermarket to get my sister. I found her unexplained. There, I saw some lady and 4 others coming towards us. Note, I met one of my family members in the supermarket. They came up to us, and the guy said, "Where you hit my daughter for?" And the mother of the child was there being all aggressive with the intention to hit me. My family member told them that they can't hit us because they need to find out what happened previously. The family member took us outside to wait for my mother to come for us. We then journeyed to the Calico police station where we met the principal and the mother of the child. Note, this child is 11 years old. And the principal started to laugh at us. And the mother of the child told my mom, "Do something now. I am in pain and my baby only moved once since then." Now, reading that was a very disheartening story for me to sit down and read. Because it's bad enough that a child is attacking a disabled person, but what's worse is that it's being defended. So I spoke with someone quite familiar with the incident, no relation to any of the parties. Well, no blood relation to any of the parties, but they are well placed to inform me of the incident. The person said that they're very disturbed about what happened, and the child have a history of doing that sort of things, attacking people, and the principal defends the child against even teachers because the child is her niece, her great niece. Now, the person went on to share that the child is 11 in grade 6 and is most disrespectful towards teacher, and not the first offense she committed, where she is getting into with adults and they come complaining to the compound and the principal looks the other way. The principal would tend to side with the child over her teachers, even when she clearly disrespects them. And I'm sure this in turn means that the teachers are frustrated with the situation.
I feel sorry for the child because based on that post and what you shared from a party who's close to the situation, there are insufficient people around her to like put her on the straight and narrow. And we've seen when children are not behaving in a manner that is fit, if it starts from young and you don't break them out of certain habits, they will get older and they will get more seasoned. They're going to be socialized in that way. And when they do get in trouble with the law, people want to cry, but it was your fault because you are the responsible parent. You're supposed to be guiding the child. When you fail to do that, that's why I say I feel sorry for the child.
Now, at grade 6, I'd like to believe that the child doesn't know any better.
I want to believe that she does or he does.
That they know
grade
better?
6 at 11, right? At 11, you know something, man.
Yeah, but you don't know enough. Like, you know what you're doing is wrong, but you don't know to what extent it is wrong. Because one, you already went wrong making fun of a disabled person. Like, where is your autopsy to know to express empathy? 2, it already got to the stage that it got. You're introducing violence to the situation. You spat in this lady's face. In which day is it okay for a child to spit in anybody's face, much less an adult? And then the worst of it is the parents is defending it, the teachers defending it, and I guess right now it's in the police hands, but
yes, it'd be very interesting to hear what comes out with the police, because obviously what I'm hearing is that it have gone and there was an initial complaint of foul language, and then they would have gone back again for a complaint about the actual assault. Is that correct?
Yeah. But what we do, the time is 8:29, soon to be 8:30. It's usually when we get the call from court. So we're gonna play the court out right now and we'll get right back into the discussion before they call in.
When you're behind the wheel, stay alert. Driving safely should always be your top priority. Protect yourself and other road users by keeping your attention on the road. Stay alive, avoid distractions like cell phones, and maintain a safe distance from other vehicles. Only overtake when it is absolutely safe to do so. And remember to be on the lookout for motorcyclists. The life you save today may be yours. Alert today, alive tomorrow. This message is brought to you by AKT Motorcycles, available at courts.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, so we're just awaiting a call from Court St. Vincent. As usual on a Monday morning, they join us to talk about Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to squeeze in your point before they call back, Doc.
No, I really agree with you. I'd like to hear that follow-up from the police. But
Okay, sorry.
the call coming in?
Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
Yes, this is Amigo from Coach Ready Cash.
Good morning, amigo. Welcome. How was your weekend?
Weekend was great. It could have been longer, but still.
I know the feeling.
Push on.
All right. So what's up with Courts Ready? Sorry, how was mine? Sorry.
Yeah.
It was all right. Short.
I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully the news that Coach Ready Cash is about to give will make the week itself better.
Come on. So what's up with Courts Ready Finance? Ready Cash.
Well, we have a lot of stuff up with Coach Ready Cash. As you guys know that we are the best company when it comes to offering loans for youth intention. So we are the best of the best. And those who came in before can attest to that. We have the best customer service and some of the most flexible terms out there, right? So if it's, Carnival coming up or whatever whatever needs you may have, if you want to travel, pick up your vehicle and whatnot, then Coach Ready Cash is the place to be, as you guys know, right? We're located opposite the General Post Office in Kingston, so it's quite easy to find, and no appointments are needed, so you can just walk in, right?
Nice.
And if you credited before, you would just need one piece of identification. Let me tell you how easy it is. One piece of identification, something to show proof of income, and proof of address. So let's say you credited something around at the main store last month, you can just walk in with a pay slip, and some people get their pay slips via email now, so you can just walk in with a pay slip. Well, email a pay slip to us when you get there, and email a bill as well, because bills come online as well. So easy as I said, just walk in with ID and you email the other stuff. Easy, nice and simple. And the process takes about 10 minutes, 15 minutes most, right? If you have to update stuff on like you sign, so it's very quick, very easy, you don't have to walk it much, right? And you can get up to $20,000 in cash. And also, that is 24-hour approval, so you can come back and get your money within 24 hours, sometimes less, right? So quick and easy so far,
Nice.
right? And we also have something called a payday loan. That is an interest-free loan, so that you can come in, and that is a loan for persons who just need a little money to cover them for like the next 2 months or so. Like, you get send back the money, so you just want something to hold up for the next 2 months, hold you up, keep you afloat and whatnot. You have something urgent you want to take care of, then you can take out a payday loan. You can get that for up to 3 months, right? 3 months to repay on that, and it is interest-free, and you still need all the same documents that I mentioned before. That is your ID, your bill, your job letter or pay slip, right? And this one is for interest-free. Just keep that in mind. So we are, for those services, we have the regular loan, we have the payday loan, and for those self-employed persons who want some money to put towards the business, whether it be investing in new stock, new location, fixing up stuff, paying employees, then we also offer a business loan. So you can come in and you can check, you set a map for that Mrs. Map, right? So if you are a self-employed person, then you can come in and ask for Mrs. Map, and then she'll be able to fix you. Or if you want to call, you can call 493-3840. 493-3840, right?
Okay.
That is the number to call if you have a business and you want some money to put towards that. You can get up to $27,000 for that. So that is more than the regular loan will give you. So, and that is a good set of money to put towards the business. You can get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we also have a promotion running right now, right? Which is where if you take a loan of $3,000 or more, you can get a chance to win back a loan of up to $10,000. So every person who takes a loan of $3,000 or more will be entered into a draft, and you can get a chance to win back a loan of up to $10,000, right? So that is very interesting. You can get a chance to basically come like again, free money. Nice, simple and easy like that.
Sorry.
Right? So that is the promotion we have running currently, and we know the carnival season is soon upon us, fast approaching in the next month. So as we get more information, because Christal coming with something for the carnival for our customers, right? We always have something coming. So as we get more information, because I hear some stuff brewing in the background, I hearing about some stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's very good. So once we get more information about that, then I'll come back on and let the public know.
Okay.
One question though: what is necessary for this business loan?
Right. So for the business loan, is basically the same documents with some extra add-ons. So you still need the proof of address and the income. So the income for a self-employed person would be in the form of, like, if you keep receipts, you have a receipt book or you have a notebook that you write down certain things in to keep track, and we'll need to see like bank statements as well to get an idea of how much you deposit and how much the business makes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the regular proof of identification, that would be ID, passport, whatever it may be, and the bill, the bank statements, the receipt books, and then if you're running like a shop or something, then you would have a trader's license, so then you could work with that. It's a different kind of business where you sell stuff. You have a shop, then you have a business registration, so you need to see that as well. So it's just the main stuff that I mentioned before with the receipt books, bank statements, and like a business registration or trader's license or whatever the case may be. Whatever documents you would have to validate the business. Even if you're running a van or something like that, then you can work with the registration for the van, and then we could use that to say, okay, this person is the owner for the van,
Okay.
So,
all right, thank you.
That's it. You're welcome. So, as you can see, we have a lot of complicated for a lot of people from our backgrounds, because some people have asked in the past, like, if we don't give loans to retired persons, and of course we do. So instead of the payslip or the job letter, then you would just work with the retirement, the pension statement that you get from NAS or government or whichever institution you're from. They will give you a document once you retire to say that they're paying you such and such money per month or fortnight, and then you could just swap with that. So once you're self-employed, if you're retired, or if you have a 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 job, then you're still eligible to get a loan with us, right? Mm-hmm. So we cater to persons from all walks of life. Even I mentioned before that once you're credited, even if you have never credited from Coast before, and this is your first time having any account with Coast, then same documents, you come in, you're still eligible, and you can just come in and get a loan with us. Nice, simple, quick, easy.
All right, cool. That's location?
So we are located opposite the General Post Office in Kingston. So if you're walking from Nichols, it's right before you reach Lady J. Right, opposite the post office. For those persons who live quite far and they want to call and find out before anything, just want to find out if they would have all the relevant documents before they come in, you can call 456-1325, 456-1325. Those are the extensions. Well, that's the number, and the extensions are from 2120 all the way up to 2124. 456-1325, extension 2120 all the way up to 2124.
Nice.
So those are the numbers that you can use to contact us, and can get your loan out within a day, 24 hours. Right?
So you can literally come to town, make 2 turns, and then come back for your money.
Yes, exactly. Some people come in, they go, they do shopping, and then pass for the money. Or they go eat something, and by the time they don't eat this day, we call them and we tell them that the money ready. So
that's right.
How easy the process is. Yes.
That's right.
So, just remember the location opposite the post office in Kingston. The hours that we operate from are Monday to Friday, 8 in the morning to 4:30 p.m. So 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Those are the operational hours. And the number to call 456-1325, 456-1325, extension 2120 all the way up to 2124.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you. Sorry, thought you were finished.
Oh no, I was gonna tell you guys, thank you very much for having me, as usual.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Yes, of course, always. And once I get more information regarding the other promotions that we have, I'll be back.
Of course. Book it,
Yes,
sure.
of course. Of course.
All right. You take care. Have a wonderful one.
Thanks, you too.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. And that was Quotes Already Cash, back with another deal this Monday. We'll be back with Activated Mornings after these messages. Remember, it's an interactive program. The number to call is 457-9997. Also, the number to WhatsApp, 457-9997.
See me soar in 2024. Be seen wearing the best and latest styles in eyewear from Quartz Optical. Buy one frame and get a second pair for free. Mix and match with your favorite brands. A variety of colors and fresh new styles. Buy one frame and get a second pair absolutely free. Shop today with no cash and pay later. Schedule your free eye exam today at quartzoptical.com. Soar into 2024 with BOGO. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. Offer valid until January 31st, 2024. See in-store for details.
First National Bank says get the home you've always wanted with zero down. That's right, as we celebrate more than 85 years of being here for you as the first indigenous bank, we're giving 85 individuals 100% financing to achieve their dream of home ownership. This is possibly the most important decision you'll ever make. 100% financing for your dream home. Call or come into First National Bank today and ask about our zero down payment 100% financing for mortgages. First National Bank, here for you.
Alan Smith and Family Bakery, the worldwide name for all your bakery needs, specializing in wedding cakes, birthday cakes, the world-famous hard dough and light dough, multi-grain by special order, and now available baguette bread at all your leading supermarket outlets. And for that sweet tooth, currant rolls, jam buns, homemade sweet bread, guava and apple tarts, butter and oatmeal cookies, and for your savory needs, beef and chicken patties. Alan Smith and Family Bakery supplies bread to the Grenadines, Leeward and Woodward side of the island. Contact us at Alan Smith Family Bakery at gmail.com. Call us 457-8317, 457-8550, or 533-0943. Located along the main road in Camden Park Industrial Estate, we are the healthy choice. All our products are made with 0 grams trans fat ingredients. Quality is our passion. We open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Sundays and public holidays, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Thank you for your patronage over the years and for your continued support in the years ahead.
Boy, so where you getting crashing on? Your brakes real good, boy.
Now brakes alone good enough. My tires good too.
Tires? Where you get them tires, boy?
Out by Caribbean Tire Plus, man. They out in Addersville. Can't miss it. Look for the orange container on them. Plenty parking space and open 7 days a week all thing, man. Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Sundays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call them today. Caribbean Tire Plus, 784-432-4786 or email ctiresplus@gmail.com.
Kiriko Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th. Coming together to preserve and showcase our culture is who we are. Friday the 26th, Salon at the Chapel. Early morning libation, 3 p.m. Saraka, 7 p.m. the official opening ceremony and cultural evening. Saturday from 10 a.m. Hillsborough Square. It's Strings in the City. Then at 8 p.m. we move to the Botanical Gardens for cultural explosion with local and regional performances featuring Touch, the band. Admission $60. Then on Sunday, it's the grand finale, Paradise Beach. From 12 noon, musical entertainment. And from 4 p.m., Paradise Beach Band, cultural entertainment and live music. Admission $20. Come along to dance the quadrille and big drum on Paradise Beach every Sunday after the launch until the festival ends. Kiriko Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th.
WEFM, the new fresh sound. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and welcome back. The time is 8:45. You're listening to 99.9 The Clean Fresh Sound. In case you're just joining us, we're discussing a situation where a grade 6 child of the Bel Air Government School attacked or allegedly attacked a disabled person last Friday. And unfortunately, the person feels like the principal and the parents have been defending the situation. And a reliable source has also informed me that the principal is related to the student in question and has failed to discipline that student on multiple occasions, even taking sides against teachers. So, Doc, you were making a point.
I would like a lot more information, but this is serious.
Hold on now. Before you continue, just flip up your microphone, please. No, your microphone.
Mmicrophone, right closer to it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes, I was saying this sounds very troubling, and I suppose this issue in various forms is being replicated kind of throughout the country, throughout the world, and that topic that will come up. I don't know if it will come up later on in terms of parenting.
Oh, it definitely will. Definitely will, and talk to me.
And I don't. I'm always very cautious when it comes to facts and information in terms of what is being said, and how this thing really unravel itself. But if the evidence from at least another teacher that this is something that's been going on, it's a serious concern, and they really got to look at it. The principal has to reflect. One, the parents have to reflect, but I think we're going to get maybe more from the police and somebody who's disabled, and so somebody who's physically challenged or hearing challenged really doesn't deserve this. But I reserve some harsh comment on this because I like to have a little bit more information on this particular subject, Harry.
I'm the same, Doc, but maybe it's because the source that I got the information from is very reliable.
Yeah.
And on top of that, spitting in someone's face to the point where they make a police report.
And this is an 11-year-old child.
Grade 6 student, and you're in the station defending, threatening the lady, and other persons can say, yes, this is a problem with the child. The child always does stuff.
It sounds very problematic because that 11-year-old child started off by teasing and being aggressive because the other person was signing, and that's the only offense of the disabled person signing. I'm curious about all that, in terms of all those sort of things.
Sounds like a little bully, though.
I think it's reflective of Vincentian society, honestly speaking, because when we look at some of the nicknames that people would get, you see someone with 140, people calling him Happy and all kind of different stuff that we think it's not important, or it doesn't have adverse effects on people. And I think that culture could be the reason why these things happen, because I could remember growing up, persons who can't speak. I think there was a guy, a popular guy in St. Vincent that couldn't speak. They call him Dummy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it's a normal thing. I'm quick to say, oh, this person retarded, and I think globally you're not supposed to call people retarded right now. I think it's quite offensive to do so. But I do think that we're removed from the empathetic side of things when it comes to labeling persons. And I think that could be the problem here, where the child think, oh, it's fine for me to interfere with this person, to call them retarded or whatever, because they're different from me. I think sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead, Christal.
Jinx. So people pick on other folks because they think they're weaker than them. So clearly, because this individual lacks the ability to speak and hear, there's a bit of impediment there. But she has been socialized in a certain way and not corrected sufficient to not do something like that. And it just seems like it's just a repetitive behavior by the persons around her. That's why I say I feel sorry for her, because at what point is, how long do we have to, how does it take, and who is going to come in? And worst case scenario, the last person will be the police. And here she ends up at the hands of the police. Police have to get involved in this. This is ridiculous. For me, parents have to take responsibility for it, because you were supposed to be in a position to correct the child from the beginning. Spare the rod and spoil the child. I don't think that phrase that from the Bible is literally beating the child with a rod. But if you
I don't
fail to
think
discipline, you are essentially spoiling the child. And here we see it. How many times have we read stories of males, especially males? In this case, was it a boy or girl? Girl, right? We hear of males, and we've seen girls as well. They misbehave there in the early 20s, mid 20s, early 30s, and the parent or parents are crying. However, how did they get to that position? Whose fault was it? I don't think people give birth to deviants in society. I think we cultivate them.
Of course.
So
This isn't Crystal AIDS. But I do think that the ministry should investigate this. And I do think that the police need to investigate this thoroughly. And I do think the ministry should be taking a close look at this situation in Bel Air, because I'm pretty sure if they interview some of these teachers will come forward and say, hey, this has been happening because this child is related to the principal. This is what we've been experiencing. The child is extremely disrespectful. And look, we see when there aren't consequences to actions, these are what happen. If it is that the child says, hey, no teacher could talk to me in school, nobody could correct me when I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Then when I go out into the world, I can do as I please.
Clearly, this is exactly what is happening. And with every attempt and every incident, it is going to get progressively worse.
I mean, getting back at this subject we're going to raise is parenting. There's another aspect I want to raise. And there's been a lot written on this, where young persons are accusing their parents of not standing up for them, of not believing them, of not loving them, or not showing that love in terms of how they feel. In other words, I think sometimes parents are trapped in this situation whereby they have to stick up for their young ones. I think this comes more in relation to males. A male would have committed a murder, and you see the mother would come and say, he was a good boy, or there's nothing wrong with him. You typically don't see the parent, especially the mother of a young person an individual who's murdered, come out and say, well, he was bad from the start, he was terrible. And you might hear that, but you typically hear the opposite. And there's been a lot written now of what we're talking about here, the need to bear down, don't spare the rod and all this other stuff. That thinking has changed, that kind of socialization has changed, whereby you do allow that sense of freedom, because that may be the new way of parenting,
What are the effects of this new way of parenting? Because, okay, and then there's the other argument to add to that, because there are some parents, they're human beings, and some people don't see them as such. But the other side, right, in terms of like physically disciplining a child, you remove that, but what do you replace it with?
That's the whole thing. Is there mental disciplining? Is there an isolation? I'm not talking about confining them to their room or tying them up.
Tying them up?
Oh gosh, I'll tell you something. We have to go beyond St. Vincent. We have to go beyond the Western world, and we have to start to also understand what takes place in some other parts of the world. Some very, very strange things take place. Maybe they are maybe they're onto something in terms of the disciplining of their children, but what kind of psychological scars does it really leave? You know what I mean?
I think
so.
It
It's tied up in maybe a physical kind of thing, but it's very strange what is done in other cultures.
Discipline cannot be a one size fits all because every child is different, and there just might be that child has a developmental disorder, so you have to tweak it as well. Some responses that are coming. I want to read out the responses before we take another call. A former proud student of Belair School. I'm angry. This is not how we represent our school. My apologies to the lady. Somebody else says the principal should be disciplined even just for laughing. That's 11. Wow. That's a 45-year-old's behavior. And you can call back. All right. So the WhatsApp number is 457-9997. Some other responses, but not for now.
Yeah, well, as we await the call, good morning, Billy. Good morning, persons in the surrounding area. What was that? Daphne. What else?
Evisham
correct. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone at the Billy Government School this morning. If it is that you have information, help us out. The number to call is 457-9997. Also, the number to WhatsApp 457-9997. We want to get to the bottom of this because if it is that all of this happened and you're experiencing this problem and the principal is defending this child, then it needs to be investigated and we need more information. We need it to come forward and talk about what is happening in that school and in that surrounding, in that community.
But let me just say, when you say the principal is defending the child, maybe the principal may not have done anything to really sanction the child and so forth, but defending the child, I'm not sure what would have been said that would come across as being defending the child. Well, there's nothing wrong with what the child did. The child was right to spit on the person. I'm sure the principal would not have said that.
Based on the post, remember the lady said that the principal laughed and she's accusing the principal of biting the hand of her sister in defending the child.
No, what I'm saying, but what we might bite in the hand of the sister.
She said that in the post.
Yeah, but physically biting the hand of the sister.
That's what the post says.
I don't know any other biting.
I don't know any other
biting.
All I could feel is one hard thump in my back, and the little girl hit me in my belly with the computer that she had. My sister came and was trying to take us apart, and the principal bit my sister on the hand.
Surely that cannot be true.
What do you mean it cannot be true?
Cannot be true. First of all, the principal, a child, and the principal biting the hand of a child. No,
we don't know if it's a child.
Oh, of her child,
her sister. She was with her sister, and the principal, when the scrambling up happened, the lady is alleging that the principal bit her sister on the hand. Yeah. But you can't say that cannot happen.
Oh, might be heartbreaking to see how prominent this is, though.
So the sister, how was the sister involved in this? Did the sister hit back, or the sister say something?
She didn't say that in the post.
Or the sister who's able to speak.
She turned around and saw.
No, you see, post is his or her story.
Yeah, that's why I say she is accusing the principal.
Yes, I know. I just something to me is missing, because I cannot believe that a principal.
Could you believe that a principal pull a gun on a child?
Yeah, I would think so.
So why wouldn't you believe that a principal bit somebody else?
Because of the nature of it. So the principal might have a gun and pull the gun, but in terms of
But pulling the gun is more extreme than a bite.
No. Let me ask you. No, here I was saying, the action of biting is that the person has to move their head down to the person's hand.
Not necessarily.
And bite them. In other words, there's other places they could bite the person, but they're moving it down to them. Or did the hand or something? Or how did the hand reach the mouth? How did the mouth
the only
reach
reaching happening is from you. You're reaching this morning. Where you going? Where you going with that?
I find this is how did the mouth and the hand? How did the mouth of the sister and the hand and the mouth of the teacher and the hand of the sister interact with each other? I am curious.
I'm sure you want to ask that kind of question. Duh.
Yes, I'm asking it.
Listen.
Sure.
Listen.
No, listen. I'm asking.
It hit me late. Doc. Dr. Gerald Thompson. Dr. Gerald
This
Thompson.
isn't supposed to end like this. It's not.
No, listen.
This is not funny.
I am bringing it to that. So that is it a one-sided action of a mouth reaching a hand, or is it that, as we say, there was some scuffle up, some altercation? Did you put it that way as an altercation, or
that's how it reads. Like there was an altercation, and in order to get the sister to
but hold on, did this say an altercation, or did this use some other terminology?
They were saying that they were being attacked. We missed the call. She was just saying she was being attacked.
I find this interesting, but I suppose we got to follow up on this. I want to really get to the bottom of the story, but I think that we are to say a principal of a school, irrespective of whatever relationship is with the sister. I think that we need a little bit more information. I'll tell you, as a medical doctor, people come in all the time. You got to get their history, their story. We're big on getting into it.
Stick up in there. Let's take a call quickly. Hello, good morning.
Hello, yes, good morning. You're talking about the child who seemed to be in an altercation with the parent, or the teacher, rather. I'm just wondering whether this child has a problem called oppositional defiant disorder. This creates a problem where the child is argumentative, doesn't want to obey anybody, actively defies or refuses any requests, annoys and upsets people, blames others for their own mistakes, and so on. And it's very hurtful and revengeful, and a lot of people don't necessarily understand it, but it could be mild, or it could be moderate, or it could be severe. Now, in these cases, that young person needs to see a child psychologist or a child psychiatrist, because obviously things are going on in the background that perhaps nobody is aware of. It could start at infancy, or toddler, when they get in little rages. It could start in the teen years. There's all kinds of things that might trigger it. So I'm just putting that in the mix. So thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you very much for that contribution. That's definitely something to consider. But
I had to do a quick Google. Operational defiant disorder, ODD, is a childhood behavioral problem characterized by constant disobedience and hostility.
Okay, we will take one more call before we end this segment, but we'll be back at 9:20. Good morning, caller, you're live.
Good morning. Yeah, I believe that really a principal to do that. Where we got a breakdown in the country with the bigger one. So the government and them in a position who decide to rule the country whenever time. They need to get together, need to bring back praying in school and everything like that, because we are seeing with Vincent and now they want to say anything and do anything. The child got a principal lock up, and if the principal push her down and back to down, it's a different story. And then now we say bite them. I believe the principal could do that. You understand? We need to get the country back at track.
Why you don't believe the principal did that?
Nah, no principal not do that. The child must go scrape the principal in the face, however.
I think you guys mishearing the situation.
It's the sister.
It is the child allegedly attacked a disabled woman. her sister then got involved. The child is allegedly the niece or the great niece of the principal, and the principal then got involved in the situation and bit the sister of the disabled woman on her hand. Allegedly bit.
With the big people break down, with the big people, with so much of big people telling lie and fight down in the country. You understand? So the system needs to build a party. Something needs to do. Things need to happen, you know. You need to go parliament and put good laws. Things break down. Some of people tell lie and fight down. I believe in the principle to buy children, some of the rude children, because they come from his homes, with the big ones that do the thing in the country.
But we're not saying that the principal bit a student.
Yes. Well, you know, I understand what the caller is saying, but irrespective of whether the student, definitely not the student caller, is a sister, but still.
Yeah, but
that means there must have been a serious altercation and so forth involving the teacher. And and if that's the case, I'm pretty sure it would have gone through to the Ministry of Education. There would have had to be a report and so forth.
But we have to stick up in here. We already went a bit over time and bring the ECCB currency exchange rates this morning, brought to you by Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.